The knife skills of a butcher are often envied, and until recently, butchering was thought of as a man's trade. But it's all changing. Husband and wife team Jed and Erin Marks lease the local butcher shop in the central western Queensland town of Longreach.
My mate Ryan Savage passed away and left the butcher shop to his wife Lisa. Basically from there, the Savage family had trust in me to run their shop.
Breaking a 5-generation tradition of Savage family running the shop wasn't the only change to this butchery. Erin is the first female butcher in Longreach, and she's one of a growing number of women entering the trade.
I remember reading an article somewhere that the first female apprentice in Australia was 1976. Now, to me, that was yesterday. It's really, really, really modern history. So, but we are seeing a lot more women enter the trade, which is a really good thing.
Even though she's married to the boss, Erin Marks hasn't been given any special treatment in her apprenticeship.
So you'll start from the bottom, which is a lot of cleaning, wiping down benches, literally start from the bottom and work your way up. Then you sort of move on to, you learn how to sharpen your knives, and then you sort of go into mincing, sausage making, slicing, and then more into your processing of a carcass and into your individual cuts.
Along with the butcher's shop, the Markses have also taken over the lease of the local abattoir, made available with the closure of the local agricultural college.
We've been chasing this place for a few years, and it sort of all just happened at the right time. I know it's not a good note, but the college shut down and it sort of opened up this opportunity for us to step in and take the slaughterhouse on. It was definitely a long-term goal for us, and we did look into it when we took the butcher shop on.
Does anyone ever ask to see Jed or one of the other guys over you?
All the time. It's Jed. At the butcher shop, I get it. He's been there the longest. He's worked with the Savages families for years, and I get that. But when it comes up here in a new industry, they still look at him, and that really bugs me. Really does. But we'll get there.
It's not just in rural Australia that women are interested in the trade. Brisbane has seen a surge in female apprentices and qualified butchers. So Lisa, what kind of animal is this one?
These are goat.
Lisa Lyon has lived in Australia for the past decade.
So I did my thing in Canada, came over here to Australia and found out that it didn't count. Didn't count at all, no. So I got to come here and be an apprentice again, although it was accelerated because they just took into consideration what I'd already done, so, which was nice.
Becoming a butcher used to be a 4-year indentured apprenticeship. This has been slowly phased out to make way for a Certificate 3 in meat retail butchering. And it includes a lot of theory.
Obviously the safe handling of food hygiene, the background of how animals are bred, how they're finished, what qualifies an animal's eating quality as far as intramuscular fat, fat coverage, all of those sorts of things, different breeds, working out your costing as far as your yield out of that carcass goes. So there's a lot of theory involved in the butchering trade as well.
Lisa, you have an $827.60 piece of Wagyu there.
Yep.
$200 a kilo, is it worth it?
It's amazing. It's amazing.
So you've tried it?
Yes. We have when we got to be able to sell it. So we have to be able to say, yes, I've tried it and it's absolutely amazing.
Is that something that if someone walked in and went, I want that cut, but I don't want to spend the $827.60, can you slice me off a bit?
Certainly.
You definitely do that?
Yep, definitely do that.
Can you slice me off $5 of that? I'm only joking.
I could try.
Look, when I first started in the industry 40 years ago, it was unheard of.
Yeah. Store manager Danny Nielsen thinks the female employees help create a better culture.
I actually like them on the floor. They're a little bit more pedantic with their workmanship, their personalities. Here I'm lucky I've got some great women, as you've already spoken to Lisa. She's a 2IC. Kerry, she runs the production area for me. Young Kaylee, she looks after the online store, takes a lot of pressure off me there. And Pat, she looks after making all the sausages for me. You know, I can just let them run their own shows. They come and see me if there's any problems.
Being a butcher is a profession that I seriously considered, but when I was younger, there were no examples, so it just didn't seem like a viable option.
That's changed due to people like Erin Marks and Lisa Lyon, who are showing young women that it's possible. G'day, Tegan.
Hello, how are you?
I'm well.
Tegan Noon Trelaw is part of a small team. She has worked in the store for 7 years, starting out on the tills. It was a shock to her friends that she chose this line of profession.
I honestly didn't think I would ever do this in my life. Like, as you can see, I'm into beauty and makeup, so I started like that first. I did hairdressing, didn't like that. I started a beauty therapy course, I didn't like that. And then I was just working here for a little bit on the tills, and then I got more interested. Like my dad worked in a butcher, and then his dad, and then my granddad's dad as well, so it's like 4 generations.
Lisa Lyon proved to be the role model that gave Tegan the push she needed.
I spoke to Lisa a few times about it, and she kind of encouraged me into it. Then the first month I was an apprentice, I was over there and we were breaking down beef carcasses, so that was exciting. We've kind of stuck together because we were the 2 girls.
There is a global push to get more women interested in all aspects of the meat industry. In 2015, Laura Ryan from England began a networking group called Meat Businesswomen. It came to Australia 4 years later with much success. The Australian Meat Industry Employees Union are encouraged by the number of women wanting to become butchers.
Probably 50% of our membership are females. So there's a large group of women that work in processing plants, but we are seeing more and more go into retail butchering.
And are keen to help where they can.
If you're thinking about being a butcher, just do it. Just go and apply for an apprenticeship. If you're having difficulties finding an apprenticeship, give us a call and we can certainly steer you in the right direction.
Erin, what's your favourite part of the job?
Favourite part? I don't mind serving customers, especially through the tourist season. You get some interesting ones. And I like breaking down. Jed teach me how to break down a bit more would be good. But no, that's probably my favourite part.
Best way to cook Wagyu, low and slow. Are you doing it on the barbecue or in the oven?
For veteran butcher Lisa Lyon, it also comes down to the customers.
Yeah, I guess first and foremost is caring for people. You know, taking care of people, making sure they're well fed and happy. It'll be absolutely beautiful. Oh, good. Yeah, and good price too. It's on special.
What do your kids think of you being a butcher?
Oh, they're so proud of me. My son thinks it's so great. He has pictures of me on doing certain different things on different jobs, and there's pictures of me, and that's one of the first things. Oh, my mom. Here, look, this is my mom.